All right, welcome to the Top 5 podcast. Today we have a very special guest that we will get to in a second after, of course, my favorite part of the podcast, the Top 5 roll call.
Oh, this is bad
Every
timing.
fucking time, man.
I'm dying from a blunt right now.
Every goddamn time.
Okay, hello, everybody. It's Dayman here, headed for the +2 already. Oh, the rally to the +1.
I just got a hole in one. I fucking hate this grouping.
Stupido Einstein here.
Stuck
I just
in the
bounced
internet loop.
back to the fucking top.
Yes. Oh, this course is the worst. Special unnamed guest. My name is Choc Banana. I am the catcher of your Philadelphia Phillies.
Your intro gets longer every time.
Leopold Pollersbeck, right-handed pitcher for your Milwaukee Brewers.
They're not mine.
Leo says your Milwaukee Brewers.
They're not mine!
Every time. I actually very much enjoy his
Yes, but
consistency.
you
Of course,
keep
there's
adding
something that for
No,
consistency.
I actually, if you
did
go
not
back to the
think-
very first one, it was much longer. I don't
Did-
say pee-pee anymore and giggle underneath my breath. So
This is a piss podcast right now.
this is not a piss podcast. This is
I've
a
been
pee-pee
pissing
podcast.
this entire time.
Speaking of piss, who was our
This
guest
is a-
today?
This is a Keystone podcast for sure. Welcome, Matt. Hi, my name is Did I say it
Himynamis.
correctly? Himynamis.
Oh, it makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi,
Did
I'm
you
Matt
not realize
Himynamis.
Did you not realize it was hi, my name is?
No, Choc, the joke was that I thought it was hi, my name is, but Himynamis makes more
Oh.
sense.
I've had a really long day, guys. I've
Jesus.
been cutting down trees, and I am not a lumberjack.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
And that's not okay.
and it was not like it's not okay. I'm also not a what is it? A girly. I'm neither a girly nor a lumberjack. I'm nowhere in that song. I'm not even adjacent. It's really problematic.
Oh, that's not
Yeah, and it's not like it was a fun tree or anything. It was like a weed tree with thorns and all
Oh.
sorts of shit.
Tree?
Weed tree.
Are those allowed?
Oh, I
in
love
Pittsburgh?
weed trees.
You gotta sell that shit, bro.
Go ask Sablo.
Just dox me real quick, why don't you? Thanks, buddy.
I'm
So I
I made
this
that up.
it's literally there's
Here,
a
will you send you a picture of your
Right
house?
there.
cut that.
right in my backyard, and there's like the
Philly.
gap between the two garages that no one maintains except for me because I'm the one who can see it, but it's not mine. And so I have a ritual now in the 3 years I've lived here, which is I go back and once I see the people, I was like, hey, do you mind if I cut down this tree that you're letting grow there because it's a weed tree and it's going to cause this whole thing to get overgrown. And every year the lady goes, oh yeah, my husband takes care of that. He'll take care of it. And then he doesn't. And so then it grows way too big and I have to go back there and hack it off. And I am not like a physical outdoorsy sort. I am annoyed the whole time. I take multiple breaks and drink lots of water.
Are you her husband?
Are you her husband?
Your husband,
I'm not
yes,
her
my
husband.
man. My man,
Yeah.
Stupido. He's thinking
Man,
the same
that's
thing.
called foreshadowing. I am in a very happy monogamous relationship. So,
2/3 of that is true.
Man.
yeah,
God.
very happy.
2 minutes in.
Ooh.
Which third of that isn't true?
That's where
It's
you
not in a
decide.
relation.
Are we
I don't
playing
even
3
know-
truths and a
I
lie?
don't even know how to divide that statement into thirds. Like I'm very
Three tru-
confused right
three
now.
truths
Happy
and a lie?
Monogamous relationship. Those are 3 parts.
It's
I
it's
So-
I don't really
true.
understand what's happening right now.
Me
that's
neither.
I
not
don't
3
either.
parts. That's not.
Things around here.
It's halves.
Look,
Just play
the
putt-putt.
Never mind.
Okay, putt it is.
What party?
Oh no,
So,
I was
Matt,
talking. I
welcome
was
on
talking
the
to Matt.
show.
Hey, glad to be here.
Yeah, Himynamis.
Jimenez.
I'm gonna say it wrong every time. We spelled it wrong
Jimenez.
when we included you on the thing too. You had to. We're just gonna butcher your name all around, so I apologize for that.
I know y'all's first question is to like the story of my name, and I'll go ahead and say it. That's by design. I'm an asshole.
Got it. Well, you're gonna fit right in here, because my neighbor's an asshole, so I'm used to him. That's the joke I'm gonna make.
The tree guy.
No, the tree guy. Yeah, the other guy is the fence asshole. That's a whole other thing.
Oh, so you got
Um,
2 categories.
I
You
hope
got
he
a-
doesn't have a whole fence in there.
Yeah,
Jesus.
and the back.
Holy shit! I can rotate the camera. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, Matt, you're gonna get real super. Oh, there's a wind going too.
Also, there's power-ups in the bottom right. If you pick shit up.
Yep,
His ass does not apologize. He does not care.
my ass doesn't about. What are you on an
Correct.
asshole joke that I missed?
Yep.
Did I set it up well?
There's too many
You
ass
did,
jokes.
yes.
We should be making piss jokes. Come on, guys. What
Too
is
many
this?
ass jokes.
Of course.
Annie's episode has already been recorded, so he can't make more ass jokes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
When we have someone
Spider-Man.
else on, we
I
can
would
make
say go
ass
watch it,
jokes
but it
too,
hasn't been
though.
uploaded yet.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So, Matt, welcome.
Shit.
We didn't prepare super many questions. It's mostly going to be a chatting podcast. Oh my God, that was a big blast.
You're welcome.
How are you doing tonight, Matt? Just checking in personally wise. Are you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good weekend. I played a show across the state. I came back and had a kid's birthday party.
Nice.
It's been a busy weekend for me.
Congratulations on your birthday.
Is
Yep,
it?
thank
Is
you.
it your
I'm
kid?
10 years old now. In a way,
Perfect.
yes.
All grown up.
Got it.
My girlfriend's kid.
Got it.
Nice.
What'd you get him?
I loaded up his computer with Clone Hero and a bunch of songs.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's good looking out. That's good looking out right there.
Yeah.
That's a good gift.
I don't know.
actually.
I don't know
My
what Clone
birthday's in
Hero is.
January,
Across the
Matt,
table.
if you wanna.
It is
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero, but illegal.
Oh, awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Or Rock Band too, 'cause you can do drums too, right?
Yeah, they just added drums, like officially.
Remember, kids do
Nice.
crime.
Yes.
Is it like open source?
Kind of. It's just like a platform. I think technically they can't be open source because the assets they use, but there are open source options, and it's pretty open.
Ooh.
Where do you get songs for it from?
People.
Got it.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna need
I
more
hope they have a
info
great
on that
birthday.
when we're not recording.
Yeah, it's been a great weekend.
I'm gonna try to fund
I'm
that there.
fucking-
Okay,
I'm
we're
fucking
doing a really great
terrible.
job kicking this show off. Bitching about my neighbors and.
Have we started yet? Are we still recording?
Oh,
We
we're
are.
totally
Oh,
going.
we
this
are.
This is
This is-
all
this is
released. This is
content.
grade A podcast.
This-
Oh, okay. I have a neighbor story. I actually
This is
have a
the
neighbor
show.
story. This is kind of funny.
Shoot it off. Go ahead.
So last night, me and my girlfriend
Oh,
were just hanging out. I already told Leo this. We were gonna play some.
First off, set the stage. Where do you live? Do you live in like an apartment complex? Do you have a house?
Yeah, I live in
Send
like a.
picture of your
I-
house.
I live in
Your
like a
address.
duplex, but there's like four, so it's like us and
Oh,
somebody else
quadplex.
share a driveway, and then there's like another side where two people share a driveway, and we live like really close to a university, so there's always like people doing weird shit and like parties going on and stuff like that. Like we live by like a bunch of frat houses and stuff, and
So you live in a college town?
yes, very much so.
Yeah.
and
And I
so-
assume it's a fucking hovel because it's
Yeah.
university adjacent housing. Yeah. Okay. I bet.
Yeah, it's like a good 600 square feet. You know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're like hanging
Not
out.
maintained.
Yeah, no fucking way.
Yeah.
We're hanging out, and we all of a sudden we hear like this person like yelling and shit, like very aggressively. So I'm like, okay, like
You piece.
Leo, just
Leo.
stop fucking fucking
This doesn't count
stuck.
Jokes on you.
Fucking stuck.
This doesn't count as a stroke.
That's fine. It's so funny as fuck to watch.
fucking funny.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
It's just so
Bang.
funny. So, anyways, our like windows are open and shit, and so eventually I like go outside and realize it's our fucking neighbor. And I was like, okay, is this dude like screaming at his girlfriend? Like these people just moved in, so like we don't really like know them. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, go out there. This motherfucker's on the phone with his buddy. He's faded as hell. Like, let me just say, he's
There you go,
so
Leo.
so fucking. Somebody
Green minds
just
think alike.
Whoever just put that you fuckers.
There's two of them.
I'm just gonna wait for this to go away. And like for the next hour, this guy is just like it's like 8:30. Yeah, like 8 to 9, and this dude is literally just like screaming at his buddy on the phone, and it like in essence is boiling down to he's like he wants to hang out, and his buddy's like not wanting to hang out, and he's just like, he keeps yelling the address over and over at him to like come pick him up, and he's like, I'm going through a tough time. I just want to hang out and get faded with my friends. So then I'm like starting to feel fucking bad because we're like sitting there like, this dude's just outside screaming for like an hour with his buddy, but like at the end of the day, like he just wants to hang out, but he's also being an asshole to him. It was the strangest shit, and that was how I spent an hour of my Saturday night listening to my neighbor do weird shit while my friends waited on me to play video games. Thanks for
I was
coming
gonna
to
say,
my
what were you
TED
supposed to
Talk.
be doing? Were you like writing a paper?
CS2.
I mean, probably could have been doing homework too, but yeah, we were gonna play games. I mean, it was worth it.
Which
I
is
don't regret
totally a
it.
valid. Oh, fuck that!
Yeah, this
Totally
fucking-
valid worth use of time.
I mean,
Um,
it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was just more strange than
Yeah.
anything.
so Matt, we start every question, or every set of questions off with the name question. Stupido is a cocksucker. That's Stupido's name.
First time I've ever done that, and you call me a cocksucker.
I did, and there's nothing wrong with that. I shouldn't use that term, so I apologize for that. I'm going to try to see what happens here, though. I'm stuck to it.
Huh.
I can't hit it. It's just going to cost me strokes.
I'm just gonna chill here for a second, I guess.
You can't because, I mean, you could, but we're just both going to time out.
Oh,
Oh, you fucking bastard.
All right.
not so funny when it happens to you, huh?
No, it's really not funny at all, and I really don't appreciate it, and I'm going to go cry. Thank God I have ice cream already.
Oh, dude, what kind of ice cream though?
Matt,
Hold up.
what's this? It's Ben and Jerry's half baked. My fat ass is not fat
Oh,
enough.
shit.
That's a good
I
fucking
want to be
choice.
fatter.
It's pretty good.
What's your
pretty
favorite
good.
type of ice cream, Matt?
There's a tornado. Oh,
My ice cream?
Yeah, what's your favorite type of ice cream?
If we're doing Ben and Jerry's, I like fish food, which is
Solid
just
choice.
classic. It's a classic.
What is it?
yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It's
got, like,
chocolate with chocolate with chocolate.
and a little bit of marshmallow just to like
Yes.
round it out.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds
And a little
delicious.
chocolate fish in it.
It is absurd, and I hate myself by the end of it. But like that's what I get.
Yeah. My favorite is s'mores, which
S'mores.
they don't really have anymore, but it's like chocolate ice cream with graham cracker and marshmallow swirls, and it's amazing.
Yeah, that
So,
sounds good.
Mushroom
Leo.
would be terrible.
Yeah,
at
mushroom
that.
would be horrible.
Matt,
Hello.
Leo,
Time
Leo
to
what's
first.
your
Good job.
How am
favorite?
I doing?
Nice.
What's your favorite ice cream?
I'm not gonna lie. I think I ate too much ice cream. I made myself sick on eating it because whenever I eat it, I get ill and like never want to finish what I've given myself. But before then, it was cookie two-step, which is vanilla with cookie dough and Oreos.
Oh, that sounds
Sounds
delicious.
My
are you
no.
lactose intolerant, Leo?
No, that's the fun part. I just ate too much ice cream, and now it makes me sick.
Got it.
No, I feel that. I definitely do not feel good after eating ice cream, but like, I do it.
Well,
Stupido.
the
But it's
whole
fine
point.
because I
Favorite
don't
ice cream?
eat sugar anymore. So there you go.
You're gonna ghost me like that, really?
Guess Stupido doesn't. Stupido
Okay.
doesn't have ice cream.
Does not
that he likes.
partake.
I'm a
Everyone
straw.
else.
I'm a simple
we did.
man.
We
I'm
did
a
ask.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah,
I missed it.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm a basic bitch and go with mint chocolate chip.
That's
That is
not
not
terrible.
basic, bitch.
Yeah, that's
That is-
not terrible.
It's not.
like
It's not
Ben and Jerry.
too basic.
Yeah, no, but
No,
I mean,
mine's
Ben and
more
Jerry's
ba-
Ben and Jerry, whatever.
Mine's more basic than that. I'm just a straight strawberry guy. I would just absolutely destroy some strawberry ice cream.
I didn't
Be
know there
real,
was a
I
wrong
agree.
answer to that
Strawberry's
question.
pretty good.
If we're
No,
not
that's the
doing
wrong
Ben and
answer.
Jerry's, I do vanilla most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do vanilla
Good-
strawberry
good vanilla.
basically. Yeah, for real.
Versus,
for
I
real.
like 2/3 of Neapolitan.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. There's an ice cream place near us that makes like alcohol infused ice cream. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
like
There's
whiskey,
a great
peanut butter,
Simpsons
chocolate.
episode. There's a great Simpsons joke where Homer keeps going for chocolate ice cream, and he opens up a Neapolitan, and then he says, "Oh, nope, no chocolate," and then and looks again. He's like, "Oh, there's no chocolate," and then he opens the third one. There's no chocolate. And he goes, "Margarine, we need more Neapolitan ice cream." And like the funny part of the joke is the vanilla and strawberry untouched. That's a crucial part of the setup. in order for
Is
the
it?
slide to work. Just tossing that out there.
God.
Matt, what's the story behind your name?
So when I was in 6th grade, I was struggling to figure out a username for online stuff. Like I was setting up my first email and stuff, and
Okay.
landed on the name Me B Matthew. And then I aged a little bit, and I was like, that's for kids. So I was like, hi, my name is Matt, and I've not really been able to settle on a username anywhere.
I get
Since
that. I understand that.
like I'm just not good at names like that. And when I signed up for MLR, I was like, I had glanced around and like there were some back then. There were some names that were based on Reddit usernames and stuff, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. I'll just be Matt. Hi, my name is, and then I deleted the E because it looked more like an actual name.
And indeed. Okay.
And Himynamis came from.
Oh,
Just saying it really fast.
Pronunciation
Yeah.
of it.
The pronunciation.
Was that a trick
yeah,
question?
pronouncing it like an asshole.
Asking only the hardest hitting questions here on the Top 5 podcast.
Let's go.
I think Stupido's style of humor today is missing me because I'm not getting it. But he's making the jokes.
Just today?
Just today. No, I mean normally I'm with you. We're on the same wavelength. God, I hate mini golf.
Me too.
So is your name actually Matt, or is it like William or
Yes.
something like that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, my real name. I dox myself like constantly. Honestly, it's not hard to figure me
You,
out.
you don't have to. This is a relatively famous podcast on YouTube. So
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
do it here.
there's like a 30-person audience.
Shout out
the
Zand.
top, like 100,000 podcasts.
Hey, Zan.
Shout out
Zand.
Zand. Shout out Zand.
And
Always.
Choc, I have a question to ask. In
Mhm.
what world is Matt short for Michael or whatever word? You didn't say Matthew.
He said
Well,
William.
no.
William.
Are you not? Is this part of your weird joking humor today? Because
No,
the
like,
joke
how do you equivalent William to Matt?
equivalate is not a word. The joke I was making. No, equivalate is not a word.
Fact check. Fact check.
Like, I'm lifting it up.
I'm fucking
Look it up,
dead
buddy.
right now.
The word you're gonna look for is equivocate.
Nope.
Um,
Equivalent.
That's the word you use. That's not a word that exists. I thought his name wasn't actually Matt, like in real life, and so he's just fucking around. That was
Oh,
the
I
joke
see.
I was
Okay.
making. Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
I heard some kid's mom today call him because he was straggling behind. His name was Declan, and I feel like everybody's name's something like Declan now. And so I kind of like Matt's.
There's
far as
like
names.
6 Matts in the league. Like, but I have the monopoly on actually being called Matt.
Fucking right, buddy. I don't know if there's anybody in the league with my actual name.
Hey, equivalent is a word.
No, it's
Googled
not.
it.
Yeah.
I did. To equate, consider, or make equal or equivalent to or with. Damn.
You took that
Okay,
shit
I'm sorry.
so
What is the
personal.
source in that? Because if it's bullshit, Wikipedia.
Wiktionary.
I don't.
Urban Dictionary.
According to my teachers, Wikipedia is not an actual source.
All right, who has a
I'm gonna
dictionary?
need you to send us.
Who has a dictionary?
I do. I have a
the
big ass
first-
fucking dictionary.
I have the first 3
Mine's
letters.
in-
I don't have anything
Mine's
after
in
that.
storage.
It's an urban dictionary. Does that count?
Yeah, it does actually.
Okay. What's your MLR history? That's the next question. Sorry. Stupido's vocabulary tryst has really fucked my head up. And I wasn't in a good headspace to begin with.
So I joined up in the All-Star break of season 3 and got signed by the Cardinals, Sales Cardinals. That was a pretty fun time, kind of a wild culture to be a part of, but I was like ready to just dive into it.
What
And,
makes you say that?
There's still some sale
I
commands.
don't
in
know
the
if y'all have
Cardinals
hung out-
servers.
What's
Like-
that?
So,
Like if you type sale in the Cardinal server, it comes up. Like something about him comes up. I don't know. Still.
it's probably
Chris Sale
him
or, like,
doing
Come
like the
Sail Away?
bongo drum thing, but Sale is just a character. If y'all have ever gone to MLN where he is not banned, you'll probably see him. And it's just like the kind of jokes he makes. It's like real degenerate shitposty stuff
Oh god.
in a fun way.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's so funny, I guess. That seems like
Okay.
such a long time ago. But yet, here we are.
So after
you,
season
Vito.
3, I wanted to try to be a pitcher, and we forced new pitchers to go into the draft. So that landed me on the Pirates, and I've
there
been
ever
piss
since.
gang ever since.
Wow.
Piss gang.
Dang.
So
Piss.
what are some of your MLR accomplishments?
I am the owner of one of 2 perfect games in MLR.
How did that feel?
Pretty fucking great, because at the time I was also that same week I also proposed to my husband. So like that was just fucking top of the world for me, right?
That was
So basically, you got
it's a good
engaged
week.
and pitched a perfect game, and that was the best week of all time.
Yeah, like my husband was making a TikTok about like having a ring while I was making a pitch.
You're just like, hold up. like,
So, wait.
Which one was more important? Which one did you enjoy more?
Oh, my wedding, obviously.
yeah.
My perfect game. Is that even a question?
Is
We
she gonna
got you.
listen to this?
I
'Cause
will say
no,
I have fewer posters commemorating my wedding, so
Fair enough. Like actual posters, like on your wall.
there was a guy on Pittsburgh a while ago who was like a geologist by trade, and he had some weird like scientific visualization stuff that I got a poster of for like the pitches during during that game.
That's kind of cool. I really would like to see that someday.
That's in Newsroom. I think we tried to open like an Etsy store with it, but I don't know how much it took off.
Okay. Fair enough.
subtle plug.
Yeah, name to look for is Whomper, Whomper. It's cool. It's like a circle with all the pitches and swings going across the middle. It's really good visualization.
And you got that
Yeah,
like
that is
large
cool.
format printed and then framed and hung on your wall.
I got it somewhere. Yeah,
Okay. I would do
I've-
that. I would totally do that.
I've moved since then, so I have no idea where it is specifically. But
Does your husband have thoughts on MLR?
he thinks it's silly, and he's seen me be stressed out as a moderator. But will give me a number when I ask. Just
Okay.
no questions asked.
Nice.
And so he had a ring.
What more
Did you
can you
propose
ask
to him?
for?
Or did he propose to you?
I proposed to him.
Okay. Okay. When was this?
That was 2020.
Wow. TikTok's been around. I didn't realize
that
TikTok had been
year.
around. That's why I was thinking it was more recent.
Yeah, that was like the biggest, like, because we were all on lockdown, so like TikTok became a hobby that looked like it could get my husband paid, but never actually panned out.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. When did you guys get married? Or have you gotten married?
We got married 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
And weddings kill the podcast. We're not a romantic, lovey place.
I'm
We
not
love
like a
our
super
partner.
like formal big get together guy. Like my wedding was super duper low key, only like 5 people invited.
Yeah,
I keep it low key.
yeah, that seems ideal to me too.
I think mine was like 100, 110 people.
I don't know 110 people.
I have a very large family.
I know 110 people I would like to specifically exclude from my wedding.
Yeah, no shit. Me too. I feel like.
Does online people count? Because that's
All
Oh,
of them are.
that just raises
Yeah.
the level.
yeah, fair enough. So, perfect game has got to be the obvious highlight. What else you got on your resume?
That season I got Cy Young. It was just a fantastic season for Pittsburgh. I've also been OOTC twice in 2 separate careers, I guess. Or, what's the word? Administrations.
What positions did you have on the council?
Back then it was just called commissioner.
Okay.
Like I was elected commissioner and just held that office. Maybe I don't know if I was on board when it switched to LOM and moderators, but I was.
Did you
Your
hear?
pronunciation kind of
Did you hear
a little
that?
bit.
Oh no.
I did. It wasn't loam. but it was like in between Lom and Loam. I don't know.
So
like-
we've
I
had
have an
this.
accent.
We've had this discussion before,
the
though.
accent.
We've had this discussion.
Have you
a few
have you
times.
listened to the podcast at all, Matt?
Absolutely, and that was deliberate.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect.
I'm a little verklempt, so I'm gonna need a minute, maybe.
Give him a
Talk
minute.
amongst yourselves.
Give us a topic, Choc.
Thank you for getting that.
I'm here for you.
Mm.
I'm here for your '90s references.
That was,
I was about to say,
I
is
can't
this a
even
ref-
see the character in my head anymore. I don't know what
something
actor
I'd
that
see
was.
in my classroom that just turn and talk for a minute.
Leo, what are you talking about?
What are you saying?
No, I don't know this reference. I was like, this just sounds like something I'd say in my class. I'd be like, all right, everybody
No.
turn and talk for the next minute.
It was an old Saturday Night Live skit that I can't even remember who it was. Dana Carvey
Mike
or
Myers, I think.
was it Mike Myers? It's been so long.
He was
Wow.
a Jewish lady.
Motherfucker.
Coffee talk. Was
Coffee.
it Jewish or was it New Yorker?
Definitely.
Coffee.
I think using the term verklempt means Jewish.
I mean,
Or
fair
whatever
enough.
it was.
I think I'll give that one to you. I honestly don't know. I can't remember that for the life of me outside of the coffee top part. So you were a commissioner. Do you want to talk at all about what that was like?
It was very educational, I'll say. I definitely wasn't a perfect commissioner. I was commissioner during the limiting. I oversaw like a bunch of different big dramas in MLR. I appreciate it. I've learned a lot and like grown as a person because of it.
Okay. You ever think about doing it again?
Honestly, I've been considering. I haven't been offered, but I would be a moderator again as long as I didn't like. My worst part was like the day-to-day, like maintaining a calendar of shit that needs to be done.
Got it.
If it's just like helping maintain like the culture of the server, I can definitely help out with that.
I think this is sadly going to come out after the elections for the next mod, but that would be a great get for us to announce that here in the podcast.
Well,
We can edit it in later.
if it does happen, maybe we'll put a little text bar that says we were right.
Well, we could just say like, and it's really awesome that you get a chance to be a mod again.
I was
Or- Sucks that you didn't get to be the mod.
We could
Yeah.
do one of those corny like end of a college movie. Matt went on to get elected as a mod in the October mod election.
Can we chant Rudy?
honestly, like I worked with Zelk and Isaac, and the biggest question is if they would have me back.
What's your
Like,
thought there?
Like we chat about like MLR stuff still, but I think that they want to aim a little higher.
That's really harsh on yourself. Right?
I don't feel that way. Maybe I'm trying to be lighthearted here.
Okay.
If it's not landing,
Sorry.
I'll adjust. But
I feel like it's just
No,
like
man, I'm just shitty
I
at
would
making a
say humble.
podcast. I'm sorry, man.
I feel like
I would say humble.
you'd be a good mod, but maybe there's people who are I don't know. Better,
I
don't know.
love being involved in the league and like being just like a point of reference for the culture, no matter what position that is. Like I really enjoyed being FCB GM a lot. That's why I was selected as a mentor this past season.
Shout
And,
out, good mentor.
Mentored Tennessee and Harvard, and that's been really, really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, those
Yeah, we
good
had Joe
times.
Pigeon. How is it? I think we've talked about this elsewhere, or thought about talking about it. How was it trying to be a mentor for multiple teams? You know, knowing
It's-
you had to keep the clubhouses separate.
So, like, being on multiple teams is just kind of a thing we do around here, like across the different leagues and whatever. It was pretty simple for me.
Okay.
It was funny that first week when like, and this was like a deliberate choice on the commissioner's part. Like, all of our like teams fought each other for week 1.
Oh yeah.
And that was kind of funny to be like in the same breath be like, hell yeah, that was a home run, and shake it off, dude. Like in the same breath, within the same minute, like consoling and cheering for our players.
Right.
Yeah.
How is that not a whole?
Who were you a GM for?
In previous years, I was the GM for Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. I don't have a particular affinity for that school. That's just kind of where I was when I was in FCB. But it's always been really fun. I brought a bunch of really awesome folks into the league. Brian Taylor being one of them.
Nice.
B.
Yeah,
A potential.
great dude, great kid.
Yeah.
Philly's legend.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool dude for sure.
Fellow media contributor.
Yes.
Hi, Brian.
Sarah Curvingsworth, Callie Gernsk. Bunch of like really awesome folks that have like kind of stayed around too, in one way or another.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sorry, I'm
That's
trying to
cool.
mix golf and names, and it's just not working. I'm forgetting a lot of folks.
Yeah, we also have that problem. We're not
Yeah.
great at either making a podcast or playing golf, so we do them both at the same time, hoping that it hides our deficiencies.
Fuck this tornado.
Sorry about that.
If you
Thank
can't
you.
whole-ass something, you might as well half-ass two things.
The tornado wasn't for
man.
Matt; it was for whoever was by the hole. But you just nailed that bumper on the fly, which was pretty
that
impressive.
A great shot. Just headbutted the bumper.
Love it.
So, you've mentioned the perfect game, the Cy Young. I remember your like nickname or whatever on your Discord handle was pitching coach or something like that when we were in FCB together.
Absolutely.
Well, not together, but when you were in FCB while I was there. What makes you so damn good at pitching? Because like it's when I've asked before, like, who are the good people in this game? Like, who's a good hitter? Who's a good pitcher? Your name was definitely brought up.
It's just kind of a mindset to me. You have to like part of my longevity, I think, is the fact that I do a lot of scouting. I do a lot of like actual thought and like consideration into my pitches. But like balancing that out with like the inherent chaos of it all is the trick. And I just like have this, it feels like a big brother bullying kind of mentality I have towards the other team, where like I have to keep them engaged with me and then pull the rug out from under them. And that's something that's really tricky to get a hold of, but like if it's working, it's working.
Yeah, because
You were the only pitcher against. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Damien.
Yeah, there's always the chance that before you like get done setting something up, that they like someone like catches on like a little too quick or something.
All the best laid plans of pitchers around here get undone by some dude going 69, and that's the beauty of it. Like,
right. Or someone just being like, my girlfriend told me to swing 3-3-3. It's just like
yeah, like
shit like that.
if they're not engaged with you, it's just not going to work. So like any kind of distraction and just letting the chaos be what it is like the undoing of being a pitcher.
Also, this is my least favorite
So
hole
you have
ever.
to like learn to roll with that and be a little chaotic yourself.
You were literally the only pitcher we've had any success
Take
against
notes.
this year. And it was actually really fun because when I thought I could figure out where you were going, like that's when you did change stuff. And I know, well, I've heard, and you don't have to confirm or deny this; it's your call. But I've heard that you're a person who loads pitches ahead of time. So
That's like by necessity because I have a fucked up schedule of work. I used to be a live pitcher and like adamantly so, like refusing to list. But
I don't know how people can do that in general. I would have to be a list pitcher if I were to ever pitch. Like it just
when I list, I'm still paying attention. So like it's a little more nerve-wracking because like I know what's coming up and I like have the option to change. But now I have this like new layer of like, do I change or not?
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Yep.
new of like,
Oh,
and
my.
then you change and it's like what it was before. It's some shit. It always happens like that.
I actually have a
God
fun
damn
screenshot of like me waking up at like 2 o'clock to go to work and like sending a pitch because the timer was close. And like I didn't put much thought into it, but then like 4 hours later at 4:30, after like I was at work and had a chance to look at it, I changed the pitch, and like this final swing was like a 5 diff off the original. Like,
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice. You're just like, ooh.
And that's how you got your perfect game.
no, that was a game I lost, but that was still really satisfying. And it's like moments like that, I really thrive off of that. Like the stress ending in a haha fuck you, like like that's where I get my personal victories.
Yeah.
I hate being on the other side
That's
of
what you
that.
make your posters of.
Haha, fuck you. Not that we've faced,
I'm with
but
you.
just like
Yeah, like if
batting
if,
in general.
if you can figure out a way to actively disrespect the other team through
Yeah.
numbers between 1 and 1,000, that's how you pitch. That's like
I definitely feel that, like, as scouting, I'm
Not-
just like, dude, I feel like this person's gonna try to fucking clown us by doing X thing. Like,
Yeah.
And on the flip side, I'm also a pitching coach because I am god awful at offense here. I have a 0 career batting average, and not for lack of trying.
oh god.
Oh yeah. Do you
And-
were you in like
Hitting is hard.
MLN or
It
MILR?
is very hard.
I was decently successful in MLN, and like when I played FCFB, the fake college football,
Yeah.
like I won games, and like I had to be successful at some point. But in MLR, which is the league I care about most, I am over. I did
Got
get
it.
walked though. I have like a 164 OBP career.
That ain't nothing, buddy. At least you have a stat.
Yeah.
So
I'm terrible in MLN. Absolutely horrible. I don't know what it is, but I cannot hit there so far. Like 1 for 10 or some shit. Just terrible. Not good.
You got your number.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm 1 for 10 in MLR.
Yeah, it's early
be
though.
wrong.
It's early though.
MILR, I'm 0 for 3, but
I'm a
that's not a great sample size.
I had a really good season batting in MILR, swinging nothing but 880.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm like
Okay.
three. I'm either 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. Basically swinging like 420, 69, 666 like every time.
Memes are so thoroughly valid. Like that is not just like that's an important part of this thing.
Yeah,
That's
it
like
really
case
is.
in point why the idea of human RNG being kind of bullshit. That's like the whole conceit of this game.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, eventually someone's just gonna be like 69. Ha ha ha. Like against
What do you mean human RNG being bullshit?
So like humans are very very bad at being random number generators.
Yes.
That's why scouting works. You know?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
when it does. So
Can
like
work.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's the whole conceit of this game that we play. Like that's what makes it interesting to me.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
It's really frustrating when you can't see a pattern coming. And
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
really good at recognizing patterns. I'm learning. So
10 seconds after you read
It's
the
not even
result,
so much
you're
like
fuck.
patterns, it's just like vibes, you know? Like it's something more based in like putting 2 and 2 together to see that
Yeah.
he's going to be over there.
Man, it's so crazy too when you're like trying to scout a hit and you're like talking about it with a bunch of people and you do terrible and then some person who just like hasn't said shit just gets up there and just smacks a double and you're just like, damn.
Pulls
Yeah.
up 540
Yep.
home run.
You're just like, okay, well,
It's
shit.
Conversely, it's super frustrating when you've been scouting somebody, you're like 5 pitches in, you're like, finally, I think I know what this dude's doing, and then the person at the bat's like, I don't fucking care, I feel like hitting 4, and then that 4 is the dinger, and you're just like, God damn.
Hey, at least it's a score, not what you said, and it's an out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it too. I'm not frustrated on the team level at that point. I'm frustrated like on a personal level because someone just like whipped the number out of their ass and like 3 diffs of pitch, and I'm sitting here like grinding my ass off in the spreadsheets, and I got nothing.
Have y'all been shown the screenshot that like the origin of the meme "scouting could be wrong"? No offense.
No.
Don't think so.
That exact thing like happened. I forget. Zand was one of the people involved, and someone was like, I'm just gonna ignore you, and then it wound up being a 0 diff. Like scouting could be wrong. No offense is now like a legendary quote.
Scouting could be wrong.
Okay.
No
Fair
offense.
enough.
I'm gonna ignore you. Just 0 diffs. That's fucking amazing. Leave server. Fuck.
Podcast superfan.
Sorry,
No
Zan.
podcast super fan.
Yeah, Zan loves the podcast. He's
does.
super supportive of it. Makes us feel good.
Super Zan.
And
Also,
he is
we're
definitely
playing
going to
this
remember
week.
the origin of the meme better than I do. So
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe he'll drop a
post it
comment.
when he listens to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we're playing you guys this
He-
week, Choc, starting tomorrow. Sure.
I am out of town this week, so,
so you're
I
not
don't know
playing?
if I'm playing or not. I can. Oh, I told Petra I didn't have to,
Oh, okay.
or like it may be hard for me because I'm going to be out in the middle of nowhere for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, not like
I don't know if I'm
nowhere,
playing or not,
but we're going to be doing some hiking and such. So
our teams be playing at least.
have you not played a game yet, Damon?
I think I've played every game in MLR. I've only played once in MLR, which is fine. That's like on purpose.
I've played every game in MLR.
We just signed Yeller, which
I
is
feel like-
another Pittsburgh man.
And in the MILR.
Yeah, and Miller.
Nice. Man, we are hitting on all cylinders on this podcast today.
I'm really trying to make a golf
that's the vibe
comeback.
I bring, baby.
Let's go.
This is what happens when I
Man,
spend my
you-
afternoon
We really picked up
taking care of my
9
neighbor's
out of
fucking
that, huh?
trees.
This is what
Oh,
happens
my
when
husband
I
takes
stick.
care of it back there. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Shut up, lady.
That
So-
wasn't on air. That story was not on air, was it? Or
I think it was.
I don't remember
because-
at this point.
I
but
think it
if
was
it's not,
because then I told you guys
that's
my
just a little
neighbor's
bit of
story.
mystery.
Pretty sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Was it? So was
Oh,
it
this
on air? Okay.
also and also this morning when I saw aforementioned neighbor, I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he was like, "Oh, nothing, just starting fights with people." And I was like, "I see." I forgot that part. Sorry. That's how I know that Choc was on air though, because that was right after.
Sweet. All right. I was just wrong.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
I mean, welcome to 90% of my at bats.
Same.
So the question one of the questions I've been wanting to ask is, what's the best thing happening at 4 a.m.?
The lack of cops on the street as I go to work.
Nice.
So you're just hauling ass.
Wow.
I'm driving comfortably. Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly, to any police who may be watching this.
Oh,
Allegedly.
we'll put that part in
Allegedly.
spoilers so they
They
can't
can't
see.
prove shit.
I'll put that part in spoilers so they can't see it. Don't you guys
Wow,
know?
my frames are dropping.
I know mine too. I don't
Holy.
know what's going on. Maybe the hearts. I also just got twirled around by one of those twirly twirls. I think that's the technical term for them.
Twirls.
Me when I get twirled around by the twirly twirl.
So you're gonna
So
say
what
twirly
time-
twirls
what-
and shit, but you're gonna say Stupido's not saying real words? I don't know about this.
Right.
Okay,
Got spun around
First
by
off,
one of them
real word.
jigs.
equivalent is not a real word. Was it equivalent? I
It was
can
equivalent.
also make internet pages. Like I have the ability. I know HTML.
Ooh,
look
at
Do it saying that word's fake then, and make sure it gets more upvotes than the other one, and then you'll be right.
Secondly, I don't think twirly twirls is an inappropriate thing to call them, but if they have a better name, I'm happy to use them. Spinners, Jinx, Padlock, Yomia Coke.
You didn't say it.
I did say spinners.
I heard it twice. I heard it in stereo.
Thank you.
I missed yours. I heard something.
Now I gotta know which ear am I in, Matt?
Left.
What
Nice.
about me?
You're welcome. Hey.
Also left.
Oh, hey, we're
I feel like
hanging out,
everybody's
Choc.
fine.
Vito's in the right. Maybe
Say
that's
what?
why I can't ever hear you. We're in the same ear.
Let me out of here.
No, why that's funny.
Get me out of ear.
Oh, podcast name?
Okay.
Podcast name? Maybe not with the pun,
Get
but
me
what
out
I
of
said.
here?
Get me out of here.
Get me out of here.
That
What?
needs workshopped.
It's not going to be the podcast name if we have to explain the joke.
I'm
You know,
forcing it. I'm forcing it. I just want it.
What time are you actually get going?
It's like the
I'm
people who make
fascinated by your
songs
work schedule, Matt.
for the 30-second TikTok clip.
Yeah, for real.
Matt, what
Dead
time do
air.
you get going in the morning? Because I'm fascinated by your work schedule.
My alarm goes off at 2 in the morning, and I'm usually out the door by like 3.
Dude, this
and
guy's
I get
alarm
have
went
this job?
off before I went to bed the other night.
Yeah. Did you
gross.
have this job when you proposed to your husband and he knew this was going on?
Yeah, I had this job and schedule back then, but I was on vacation for that. We were like over in Nashville. I live in Alabama. We were just taking a little trip.
Yeah, I just like he said yes to you, even though you were waking up at 2 a.m. Which
Yeah.
is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, at least you're
Keeper.
home early.
or you're a keeper, I guess. Yeah, but then he has to go to bed at like 4 in the afternoon.
Someone
tr-
is a keeper.
Someone's a keeper.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us play soccer.
Or
Ah.
hockey.
Trolled.
Or field hockey.
We do a little trolling.
We do a little field hockey.
We do a little field hockey.
So what's so you're waking up at 2, you're into the office at 4, no cops driving.
No.
What time do you get home?
Noon. 1.
What time do you
Something
normally
like
go to bed?
I have my phone set to do not disturb and telling me to go to bed at 7. I'm usually it's usually like 9 or 10.
See, that
is
isn't.
rough. Do you take naps a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially like it's just me at the house when I get home. Like
Yeah,
everyone else is at work,
right.
so like if I have some chores, I'll do that, or like I'll stop by the grocery store on the way home. That's usually nice, but
Yeah.
then it's just like me alone on the couch with a dog.
Nice.
So we actually have very similar schedules, which we get like 4 to 5, 6 hours of sleep at night, maybe, and then there's like a half-hour nap in there, maybe an hour if you're
The
lucky.
siesta, like that.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I think I
Mine
need to start
is
doing that.
my wife took the baby up to give him a bath, and the older one just wants to watch TV, and I make sure that we do like our breathing treatment because she has that, and then she watches Bluey on the couch for like 3 episodes while I take a short nap.
Nice.
Um,
That's a good system.
yeah, it's the best nap, man. She's so comfy. I love cuddling. I mean, she's my kid, so you love cuddling your kids.
Yeah, I like
I
cuddling
assume.
my cats.
And here comes a tornado.
What'd you say, Damon?
I like cuddling my cats. They're basically my kids.
There you go. Yeah, the cats join in. It's a big cuddle
Yeah.
fest.
See, our kitten likes to like attack, and also she does this weird thing where when she's trying to snuggle, she just tries to like lick your face and mouth, and like stick her face in your mouth. And I'm like, I see what you do with
This is
that
a
mouth.
cat?
Yeah, she's so
Yeah.
fucking weird, dude. It's so weird. All she wants to do
My
is like,
beagle does that all the time, but I expect it from a beagle.
right? Like it's a fucking cat. She's like, here, I'm gonna lick my ass, and then like, here, put my mouth inside of your mouth, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna
no, don't
My
do
face
that.
inside your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's how I've been waking up lately, and I'm just like, stop it! Like I don't like this.
I love my cats, but I really don't like being licked by a cat. And
Yeah.
they love to lick me.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta knock it off.
Yeah, our cats both like that too. Our other cat likes to sleep like on the pillow next to us, so you'll wake up with like her face just like over your face.
Yeah. My old
It's
cat
spooky.
roomer used to do that. I loved that cat.
Oh man, R.I.P.
But so, yeah, she was great. Matt, this ties to Choc's question about Matt's love life that I wanted to ask. And I, didn't quite
Alright.
tell you what it was ahead of time, but I'm genuinely curious. You're in a polyamorous relationship. We asked
Yes.
a little bit about it, and you said, if the best way to describe it was if someone got an STD, 19 people would have to be checked. Great. I understand that. My question is, you're waking up at 2 a.m., you're working 4 to noon, you come home and take a nap, you're in bed by like 8, 9. How the fuck do you have time to have a relationship with any normally functioning person? Because I don't have a relationship with the people that I live in the house with because, like, I don't have energy or time on that schedule at all. So that's what
that is a fantastic question. I'll let you know when I figure it out.
Got it.
Okay. Side question: how many Google
Weekends
calendars?
is the answer, but then also my weekends are filled with being a musician.
Yeah.
So
God damn.
Damn.
What'd you say, Stupido?
Like,
I was asking how many Google calendars Matt has.
Oh.
I have them all consolidated into one, but it is a lot going into that one.
Jesus.
Like, I have one for, like, my girlfriend's kids' school schedule. I have one
Right.
for, like, whose night it is with whom. One for, like, my own band stuff.
Right. That's already so many.
are you saying Ray
Jesus.
Dayman?
What?
Are you saying Ray?
No. I don't think so.
I am though. Ray.
Okay, I can't hear what you're saying. See, like, so I think what's most I will not pretend to be somebody who understands how any of that works. You know, I'm a relatively traditional person. I don't know. I sound like a complete asshole no matter how this question came about. But what I'm trying to say is the most impressive and unusual thing to me about this sort of like lifestyle is the fucking like logistics of it all. And I just am mostly in awe that you could figure out how the fuck to
It is
coordinate
surprising to us, too. Like, it's like the idea is that stereotypical thing of, oh, everyone's getting laid, whatever. Like, I get that, but, like, understanding that everyone is a person, you know, on a fundamental level is, like,
Yeah.
a tough thing. Like,
Everybody requires their own
Atten-
attention and things like that.
Well, and like
Yeah.
even just the like
And-
simple
and-
logistics of like,
if
hey, we're gonna go do something, like shit like that. Like that just it seems very difficult to plan.
Well, and like if you're juggling so many, and it's like schedules are so damn hard. So Matt, you have a girlfriend with children, so that's got to be a thing. And then you know you got your job, your husband's got your job, whoever else has their jobs. And like, what if someone isn't in the mood that night for just any social thing? And then you're juggling everything back. Like that's got to be just like a fucking nightmare. So like the grace that you have to be able to give to people to be like, yeah, it's cool. Like I understand we're not going to see each other this week or whatever.
The saving grace of it all is that we all have our own rooms. Like, we are all basically individual people, functionally in that sense, to where we can bail and then, like, have a night of nothing or whatever. And essentially, we are all in just several part-time relationships. Like, I know monogamy is, like, a full-time thing, and I've done that, and it's, you know, it's great with this when it's with the right person, but like it's also great to have the individuality to myself to go do things like be a musician and not really have to worry about the fact that all my partners are home alone, because they're not. Like, it's
Right.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's cool in that regard.
so can I ask, if you're in a polyamorous relationship and all these part-time relationships you described them, like what made you want to get married? Was that like a
We were monogamous at the time. Like, the polyamory came after.
got it? Well, that answers that question. I can't play golf for shit.
Man, I'm
Also,
doing
my
terrible
husband
this
was a
week.
woman at the time. You know, a lot of things changed in the pandemic.
I just got fatter, so I mean that was also a difficult change for me.
Me
but
too.
not quite the same, right, Leo?
I just started
I
smoking more
gained.
weed.
I did gain.
I gained like 40 pounds. It was insane.
It's crazy. 'cause
We're gonna
I was
need
at,
to
like,
start
my-
the top
I was at my
5 losers
fittest
podcast.
point. I was at my fittest point, like just before the pandemic, and then I
Yeah,
gained like
we
20 pounds.
we had just moved like into the city to where it was walkable. I could walk and get my groceries. I was doing good, and then we
Oh, I
couldn't.
fucking love that. Yeah, that sucks.
And then like we got priced out of our apartment and had to move out.
Oh god, that sucks. So you had walkable? Oh man. there's some real issues. Stupid, a way to go winning the very first
Jesus Christ.
9-course
Jesus
tournament
fuck.
in top 5 podcast. Matt, you kind of sucked it up there, buddy.
I don't know where those 14 strokes came from. Like I felt like I was doing all right.
It was
That 14 and 10 really put you over the edge. Oh, but like there's a lot of issues about where I live, but there's a lot of good things too. But the best thing, and I'll trade all the shit for it, is I can walk to so much, like restaurants and bars and bakeries and like all sorts of stores and shit. That's like, I can go walk to the pharmacy and I fucking love it. I love being able to walk to places.
And like this is still like Alabama, so I was walking like across highways and parking lots, but it was still like you could, and I did.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that sucks.
I'm like
Sucks.
slightly too far away for it to be like nice walking. Like you can, but like if you were going to get groceries or something, it would fucking suck. Like it's like
I mostly like I say walkable. I mostly rode my skateboard around, but
that's
like, it was
fair.
still like I could go be active and not just sit my fat ass in a car and drive 20 miles like usual.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like biking isn't too bad around here though
I'm with
for
you.
that sort of thing. But yeah, I totally feel that.
And I say I'm really excited about how much we can walk and everything, and I still drive a lot because you have to with the children.
Yeah, right.
So
Oh my god, I hate this fucking hole.
Yeah.
Why do we always end up on this fucking hole?
Same reason we always end up on Fortune Falls for Choc.
yeah,
I don't know. I did all right.
I like this one. Did you get a hole in one, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 2. That's the lowest score I've gotten by 10 on that hole. Holy shit. Holy shit, let's go. Let's go.
Record score.
Fuck
So,
yeah,
yeah,
it was.
so- Matt, just to kind of circle back, what you're telling me is there's a lot of benefits and whatnot to the lifestyle that you're living, and there's a lot of difficulties, and it seems like the difficulties and the schedule. The real question is, how the fuck do you handle any relationship with that schedule? I don't care, how many people it's with, 1 or 75, and I think your answer was, you don't know how you do it. It's still hard.
I am really lucky that like we all get along with each other, and like there's like communities out there to talk about polyamory. There's a subreddit and stuff, and if you want to learn about it, I recommend it actually. But there's horror stories of people not being well adjusted enough to like see the relationship like whole web of things and on an objective level and be like, okay, this is a smart thing to do, to handle this issue this way. And instead it's like, if there's any amount of like selfishness or like jealousy is a huge thing. If someone can't navigate their own jealousy around things, like it all falls apart really quickly. And I'm really, really fortunate to have great partners and great partners. Like I consider myself very lucky on that front.
Yeah.
Shout out
awesome.
to the partners and the partners.
Yeah, I just my first thought is our viewership on this episode
P
is
for
skyrocketing.
partners. It's a partners party.
What was that about viewership?
I'm really excited because our viewership is going to like double on this podcast because I'm hoping you're going to let all your partners know. So I'm super jazzed about it. And thank you Matt, for calling back that joke because I was really proud of it. I thought it was pretty fucking funny, and everyone just like dead. There's crickets.
I thought that
crickets.
Stupido was gonna laugh at that, so I was waiting. But I was
I
laughing.
was playing the best course ever.
Sorry.
Yeah,
He's fucking -7. He's golfing too hard to laugh at the jokes. I'm fucking dead. Podcast name. He's golfing too hard to laugh at the jokes.
You're trying to force the podcast.
I know, I really
Trying
am.
to force it too
I
much.
really am. Ever since Leo said that he did like 4 or 5 or like 4 in a row, that really fucked
I
with
did
me.
2.
It was 2.
It was a good 2 though. It was a good run.
I know.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm jealous of it.
The podcast name comes. It's fine. Matt'll have some
it comes,
inspiration on his way to work.
Okay, but was that the
Guess I'll
joke
look for
that
it,
you were setting up like way earlier? The viewership thing
What
that you teased? Was that the joke that you were talking
No,
about?
the question was about how how Matt has like a shit schedule for
Right,
socializing
right.
with the rest of the world, and
I-
he somehow manages to have like multiple relationships.
Right.
Where I'm on the same schedule as my wife. I wake up in the same room. We have the same kids. Fuck, we share an office at home. She goes into her office every once in a while, but we share an office, and we barely have time for each other.
Yeah,
so
no,
I don't know how the hell he.
I
is able to do
fucking
it.
feel that for sure. I was definitely thinking the
Yeah.
same thing. It's like,
You keep bringing up like the shit schedule, and I remembered one thing that I really do enjoy about waking up at like 2 a.m. is that I am the harbinger of the West Coast to go the fuck to bed.
dude, for
yeah?
real. If I
Yeah,
ever
shit.
see you posting around in the middle of the night, I'm like, oh shit, he's like waking up for the day right now. I need to
And-
go to bed.
And that's like always a really funny interaction because like it's an energy imbalance, like the fried out of your mind at 3 a.m. And I'm just like bright and bushy tailed, just had my coffee, I'm doing good, and I can just like fucking clown on folks.
What
Yeah.
what time? I don't know. I don't remember what time zone you're actually in.
Central.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's 3 a.m. for me when you get up. If I'm up, then a child is throwing up on me actively.
It's only
So-
it's 1 a.m. for me.
This is
so,
an
like,
international
yeah.
community too, so say what?
It's like 1 a.m. for me when you're up, so I'm definitely up sometimes. So you would be like the harbinger of doom for me for sure. Like it
Yeah.
definitely would be like go the fuck to bed. Be like, oh yeah, probably.
But like this is also like an international community. We have folks literally all around the world. Simba is in Singapore.
Yeah.
Judah is in Israel. And like it's really
Matt
cool.
Hack's Australian.
Yeah,
Yep.
like it's really cool getting to hang with all the like international folks at that hour when that happens. It's been a while since I've been like super active in Maine at the
Right.
start of my workday, but
Very true. It's I'm actually surprised at how international the community is, since it's a baseball community, generally speaking. Yeah.
that's actually a great point to point out that I don't actually like baseball. I'm here for the numbers.
You don't like baseball?
No, I found the subreddit as an advertisement on Reddit. Like they were experimenting with this like algorithm recommendation thing, and I was like on a kick of trying to find like role playing subreddits. And that side has died. I don't care too much for the role playing, but like the concept of the number game here, like, is what compelled me.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I mean, I love baseball. Baseball is my first sport love, but the number guessing is why I'm here.
I have learned so much about baseball through this community and through trying to run this community as a non-baseball fan. Like, one of my like biggest meme mistakes was like I deleted the suggestions channel once, and the thing that put like that fuck up in perspective for me was Jack Anderson saying baseball nerds like history, and just like deleting a suggestions channel full of like 2-3 years worth of suggestions that people were like still referencing back to on occasion. Like,
Mm-hmm. Or that somebody would just like to be able to talk about how that happened one time.
Wow, it's almost like that time somebody deleted the transactions log.
oh shit, did that happen? Oh yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Tomas, who spent was it like a month rebuilding the transactions from scratch. Yeah, that definitely happened. I vividly remember it happening.
That wasn't the log. That was like just like a public transactions.
Yeah, it wasn't like
If someone deleted the actual transaction log that like GMs post their transactions in, that would be a bigger fuck up. But like,
yeah, it was just like the historical like public channel. So
What happened when you deleted the suggestions channel?
people got mad. That's about the extent of it. But like, it was memed on for a while, and I don't really remember why specifically I decided that was a good idea. I think it was like people were like shitposting in there, but people shitpost all over the place. I don't know why I decided to make that a hill to die on.
Okay. Oh, is this, I assume, a long time ago?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of funny phrase like that.
that was
though,
probably
not
like
gonna
season
lie.
4.
So, now that I've probed your love life and schedule and job, and I think we've asked all the questions that we have.
Probe is a word for that.
Probed is a word for that.
I thought you said proved with a V.
If you could find an equivalent word, which is also an actual word, I'd happily use it.
I'll equivalate a word to
Heads
it.
up there.
I got
That's totally not a word.
Equivalent is a word.
It's not a word.
I had the Google search up still.
Google is not a source. Google
He's
is not a
doing
source.
that instead of being on the podcast too. Like he's
Right.
being good at the
Yeah.
game, and he's also googling words that don't
I just keep
exist.
going through the
Yeah,
page
he's
after
he's
page.
created his own faux dictionary in order to support this silly.
Why do you think he's put so much effort into
usage of a
doing
shitty word.
that? Oh my
I know
god.
HTML too, Choc.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I would assume that both of us by now would just use a what you see is what you get editor, because who the fuck makes anything in HTML anymore?
That's a WYSIWYG.
What?
Is that how you say that?
What?
What?
You can't give me shit for loam ever again if you say WYSIWYG.
That's the fucking Harry Potter store.
Yeah, what are you saying? What the fuck? A wissy wig? That sounds like a
What-
slur,
What you
dude.
see, what you see is what. Do you guys know what that is? What you see is what you get editor.
Hell no.
So instead of like coding websites, there's programs that you
I
can like
teach
move
history.
pictures and shit around. I'm on
What?
DuckTales, Larry. No, does anyone know that reference?
I get that reference, yes.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know the show Community?
Of course.
Okay, so the actor who plays Abed
Yeah.
is a voice of one of the characters on DuckTales, and he's on the Larry King show, and Larry King is like, what's a luxury that you like indulge yourself in? He's like, I really like good coffee in the morning. Like I really like a nice coffee. And Larry King's like, that's not a luxury. He goes, well, I'm a runner, so I really like socks. Like good running socks really just like changed my life. And Larry King's like, that's not a luxury. And so he goes, all right, Larry, what's a luxury? He's like, a private plane, like a personal chef. He's like, Larry, I'm on DuckTales.
I love it. I love that guy, man. That's
This
so.
is the part of
that's
the
so
podcast
funny.
where we recount all the viral videos we've watched in the last week.
I don't know if anyone watches Critical Role, but
He had one loaded up.
there, the actor, he's like the voice director for DuckTales, and he actually has a shirt that says, "I'm on DuckTales, Larry."
That's a great.
That's so
that's a
funny.
great reference.
Thanks.
Also, I don't know the name of the actor for Abed. I never remember his name, but he is awesome. I would watch him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Shit. What
Seems
is
like
his
it.
name?
Yeah.
Here, I'll take away my equivalent search to look for it. Equivalent search to look it up.
Equivalent is a word, by the way. Good
I
usage.
didn't say it wasn't.
Okay, just tossing that out there.
What is
But at this point, Matt, since we don't have any other questions, and we're recounting videos we've seen, we
Danny
usually
Pooty.
ask our guests if they had what's his name?
Danny Pooty. Shout out to Danny.
Danny Pooty. Shout out to Danny Pooty, longtime podcast listener.
Don't forget to give
Never
either.
called
You gotta give.
Never called in. We should get him on sometime. Yeah.
We should try to get
do
Steven
you
Spielberg
have
on
any
too.
questions for us, Matt?
Sure, like in a general sense, like y'all are enjoying the experience of being an MLR, right?
Yes, my least favorite part of it is making this podcast, though, at this very moment.
Wonderful.
That's this podcast.
Oh, it
Drawing
is about you.
viewers.
I'm sorry, Matt. I meant it's mostly stupido. You are not. I'm not trying to equivalate between my experience and you.
He's so fucking mad about that shit. Oh man.
Like, is there what is your what is your favorite aspect to playing the game? Is it the community? Is it like scouting? Like, have y'all just become
Leo, tell
Google
him.
Sheets nerds out of nowhere in the past couple months?
What?
Leo, tell me your answer.
Did you mention my name, Damon?
Yeah. Tell me your answer.
I've definitely enjoyed the community more than the gaming part of it so far, because I've been getting absolutely rocked, which is why part of the reason why I'm happy to have you on here, and then why I was mentally taking notes when you were talking about how to be good at pitching, because I have been getting nuked. Like, it has not been pretty when I go out there and throw meatballs down the middle.
Hey, at least
But,
you've won a game.
I mean, I have won a game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the community's great. I've never really been to big Discord servers like these, but it's been a pleasure being here. It was a pleasure to be in FCB, and it's been a pleasure to be in team servers. It's just, I love being here. It's great.
It's a really great community, and I'm really proud of how it's like come in the past. Like,
Come.
sure.
Nice shot, Leo.
Thank you. I was busy
I'm ignoring
answering all the cameras on me.
your cum conversation, but that was a hell of a putt.
As you were.
Were you singing Nirvana and just stopped?
Oh yeah, that's the joke.
And I don't stop
Sing
coming,
that
and I
song,
don't
but you
stop
just sing
coming,
the
and I
word
don't stop coming. Kind of like that, right?
Come.
How was the conversation about polyamory the least sexually degenerate thing about this podcast?
Because we
I don't know
respect
Everybody was trying to be
that's
respectful,
also
I
like
think.
a sexual
about it.
degeneracy, I don't
And
think.
we'd like to know.
No,
be educated.
I was definitely more interested in like the more like social aspects of it for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really interesting. You touched a little bit on like jealousy and possessiveness and just like acceptance and such. But mostly the conversation was about, and I mean, partly because this is the question we asked, but mostly it was just like a scheduling function. And like it's also people. You don't just like slot. It's not like fantasy fucking is the phrase, right? It's not fantasy fucking. It's actual people having relationships. So
Praise for what?
Sir, this is a Wendy's. Come on.
This is a Wendy. This is a Wendy's.
the phrase that in my head worked best, where he said it's people, not just like the idea of everyone just having a bunch of sex.
I'm really
Right?
looking forward to the fantasy fucking draft coming up.
Yeah, so fantasy
I'm
fucking
not.
is definitely the name of the podcast, right?
Stupido.
God damn it. Yes, I mean I agree. Damn. Sad.
How does the fantasy fucking draft work? Just out of curiosity.
There's
You're
like a
the one who
show.
came up with it.
There's like a show attached for
We didn't have a
sure.
draft. I didn't have the draft. That was a Matt invention.
You're a Matt.
I don't know, Matt. How poorly did we handle talking about the polyamory thing?
I think that went well.
Okay, well that's good. Usually
well-
we Monday morning quarterback the podcast not on the recording, but this time we're going to do it for the audience.
Wait, are we still on air?
We are. We are.
We're not on air because we're not live. Is that? I don't know terms. You know terms because you're a producer of actual things. So
Hot mics.
Yeah,
hot
but
mics.
the mics are hot for sure. Live stream?
Oh, Jesus
Link?
Christ.
When?
I like the idea of doing an in-person actual putt-putt. I think that would be fun.
I think it would
take
be
a
a
lot
lot
of
sweatier.
airfare.
It would.
Oh yes, yeah. There's a really cool one by my house with really fun ice cream sandwiches.
There's like a
We got
gnome
near
one
my
near
house, too.
me.
We'll just tour everyone's house to their local putt-putt.
Yeah, that's not
We're
going to
gonna-
freak my anxious ass out at all. Inviting a bunch of internet strangers over to my house.
Oh yeah, and then we can fucking murder you.
What?
No?
Do what now?
Ugh, no.
putt-putt, we'll
In putt-putt.
murder you.
In Minecraft, it's
In
fine.
Minecraft, it's
Minecraft.
fine.
I heard fucking bury you. What did you say?
I said no one fucking
Oh, he
murder
said
you
murder you.
when you
Oh,
invite us to your
oh.
house. Like no, we're not gonna fucking murder you. Come on, like murder you at putt
Or
putt.
are
Exactly what
we?
the people who murder me would say.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm just saying.
This is the weirdest game of fuck, marry, kill I've ever.
That's the fantasy fuck draft. We've been playing it all along.
They're all chalk. All
Man.
chalk.
Yeah, it's just Choc in a fucking mask.
Man, I'm going to disappoint you in 2 out of the 3 of them. So just letting you know.
If fuck, marry, kill is the fuck draft, I like the implication that whoever doesn't get drafted just gets fucking off.
Yeah, it's like if you get invited, we can't let you leave and go tell everybody. Like you're
Alright, we're
fucking
going
dead.
undrafted, you're dead.
Ugh.
Man, I really hope I
Hey,
get
hold on.
Did we get our
chosen.
guest win?
Hey, man.
Hey, nice.
I think my favorite part is scouting to a degree, although it's still frustrating because I'm not good at it, and there's a lot more to it than I had in college.
Have you like dug
like-
in and played with the scouting sheet, like learned Google functions and all that?
So I'm going to do Fortune Falls, guys. I'm gonna
Whoa.
start.
Okay, we'll end on this.
Let's
We'll end
do
on
it.
this.
I had a sheet in college that I kind of made myself, and I had some things. But coming to the Phillies, they have the sheet, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of technical stuff there.
I was on Phillies last season. I
Yes.
know Petra's. There's probably something I made that's still a part of it, but
Yeah, so there's a lot there. I'd still like to make. I haven't had any time because the
is it
time
still
I
called
spend.
Dick?
It is still called Dick.
It may very
Fantastic.
well be called Dick.
Is there like there's another one called Schlong that's like for a different situation that I never figured out.
There's a couple
Or
of
situations
there's
that
definitely a
require schlong.
naming convention. There's a
There's
couple
a
different
theme.
sheets with a couple different names.
Is this a
Yes,
Dick or a
there's a
schlong
theme.
scenario?
And when I made a tool to like present it to them and like say, hey, is this something you want? I called it Wiener.
The
Did you have a
classic.
good acronym for it?
Just the classic.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay, yeah. I would like to be able to do more. The extracurricular time I get on MLR is spent here, which I think is fine. I think it's good.
Just do it at work like I do.
Yeah.
Right?
Get paid for it.
Yep.
I'm a consultant, so I get paid when I do work, not when
So
I
that means
don't
you
do
can
work.
spend more
Dang.
hours.
Yeah, but I don't get paid for those hours, and I kind of need money.
You just burn them all.
Nah.
Who
Yeah,
needs
well-
money these days?
You can move into Stupido's Harry Potter hole.
No, you can't move into here. I use it.
Well, when you're using it, you can
That's why it's
leave.
called
It's fine.
Stupido's hidey hole.
It's fine.
It's
That,
fine.
it's just an
How much
effort.
rent do you charge on that?
Yeah.
Where do I go to the bathroom is my question. That's what's
The
really
bucket.
important.
I call it a studio, so it's about $2,500.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Get
But
a
the
nice-
next thing I need to get into is the actual data feed.
The nice
Because
view of a
that-
brick wall.
Okay, so like looking at like league needs right now, folks that can understand sheets and untangle all the bullshit that we've built up over the years is like in high demand. If you can do that for us, that would be great.
Do you pay?
yeah,
What's the hourly rate? Is it salary?
I sent a thing to Zelk about wanting to do something called data governance, and it was a very long thing, and Zelk said that's a lot, and then never really got back to me. And so then I
That-
sent a little bit more, and Zelk said I'll have to read this later, and then I haven't heard anything since. And I don't really
That
blame him
sounds
on that.
about right.
Yeah,
I'll get something tomorrow asking you to have it by Wednesday.
yeah. That's,
like, it's-
this isn't the corporate world. But like that's something that like Stupido and I have talked about it. Like he's done that a little bit. I do it a little bit. I know Matt Quackerson, who I don't know has any interest in doing it, but I know he does that as part of his work too. And it's kind of like a defining all they call them elements, like basically all like the basic blocks of data that we have. So like pitch, diff, you
Yeah.
know, all that sort of stuff. And just starting with that and having some like understanding of what's happening around it and the processes and the sources and all that stuff, I think would be of immense help. But I don't have time to get into that, and I also don't even know where to start.
The biggest hurdle we have is that it's like the world's slowest too many cooks. Like it's like everyone's different ideas surrounding what we need to do, but it's played out on like the slowest time scale because it's only one person at a time, and it's like until they get burnt out and stop doing it.
Yeah, yeah. And like even Petra talks about like just the shit that she does has so much. She calls it spaghetti, which is a new term to me, but like
Spaghetti.
apparently, yeah. What's that?
Spaghetti.
Thank you. Yes.
Good contribution.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Vomit on his sweater already.
Thank you. Fucking finally.
Whose spaghetti is it again? Is it whose is it?
Moms, maybe? Moms?
Moms?
Or dads? I don't know.
Dad's mom, grandma,
Someone's
the
spaghetti.
aunt.
I can't get down the ramp.
Someone's spaghetti.
I don't know why this is so funny. Oh my god. So
Nervous.
yeah, untangling all that spaghetti is a lot, and I just
Spaghetti.
so yeah. So Fantasy Fucking and Spaghetti are the two podcast names.
Don't do those things
That sounds
together.
like a good weekend.
That sounds like the
does.
slog
It does.
time. Oh man.
Oh,
Sounds like you need
that's-
to change the sheets.
Yeah, for fucking sure. Oh my god.
whew. Okay. Anybody else got anything they're super into that they want to talk about? To answer Matt's question.
Please tell me
course
more
I
about your
know.
scouting systems.
Yeah,
That's the thing I'm
please.
into, but I'm
Scouting
not going to
systems,
bring
but
them
I
up
enjoy
here.
the scouting system.
Well, I've gotten into some
I
Raspberry
do-
Pi shit, but I'm bad at it. And I
Nice.
still don't understand what's going on. So my
Oh.
buddy just kind of tells me what to
Okay.
do.
Who tells you what to do?
Shout out,
Just-
shout out, Bobbert.
Yeah, Bobbert. Shout out Bobbert. He'll for sure listen to this, actually. He's actually somebody who listens and then, like, tells me that the It's Always Sunny jokes are funny, that nobody ever fucking gets. So,
I'm glad that somebody is there for you for those.
yeah.
You deserve somebody to be there for you.
We
for
all
those.
need somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. This has been a bad putt-putt
Yeah.
night for me.
Choc's here for my 90s references, and
And you're there for my 90s references?
Yep.
Oh, that
I'm here.
sucks.
I'm here for something. I don't know whose references I'm getting, but I'm definitely here.
Does a tornado do anything to anybody when you put it down? Because
It pushes you around.
It tornadoes
Is that what
now.
it does?
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Oh, okay, so it does that. Got it. Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
does that.
Does the tornado do anything?
Oh, man.
Fuck.
Don't do anything. You should have
I've
just
never actually seen it hit anybody, so
Me neither.
Oh, this is here. Wait, I got a minute.
No, I feel like everybody's got similar scouting approaches, and we all just don't talk about the fact that we all have similar scouting approaches.
It's wild too. Like I don't know if any of y'all share a team with Dakota, Carolina, Montana, DCM.
I sure as
watching-
fuck do.
That the way that man talks about his scouting is something that I cannot decipher.
Oh my god, Matt, I could hug you through this fucking headset. The dude is right like 90% of the time. I just don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. I try so hard. I feel like I'm in a goddamn introductory to
Didn't even
astrophysics
matter.
lecture, and I've been taking humanities courses all my life. That's what I feel like.
Preach.
And it's like I want to get what you're saying, and I understand 30% of it, but I don't get it. He's
In the
even
end,
gone so far as to like
doesn't even
define
matter.
terms for me. I mean, he's a super nice guy about it. I feel like I let him down. I feel like I let him the fuck down.
It's never been a super priority of mine to understand him because I've always been a pitcher, but just like watching him work is fascinating.
Let him cook.
Oh.
Let him cook.
He's really good. Him and Zan are very active in scouting. Plow is pretty big into scouting.
Oh my god! I just
Shout out
realized
Plow.
that those two were on the team together.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shout
Plow's
out
on
Plow
my,
and Zan and DCM.
Plow's
who
on
might
my
now
MLR
be
team.
DKM because the
You know what? Shout out
Carolina's
whoever's
messed up.
listening to this.
That's
Thanks for taking the
why
pain out
I
of
had
your
such a
time
rough
to
game
listen to
against
this.
y'all. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, that was my triple. I didn't want to say it, but I got my one MLR hit off of you as a triple.
Hey,
And
it's
it made
me.
it more
Yeah.
special being off of you.
I'm sure Noah
Sweet, I'll
loved
put you up
that.
on the wall next to all the others that have.
Next to other people on my shit list.
I have you on my wall too, but you're the only person. So that's what's really sad at this point.
I keep
You have a
list of
shrine to
everybody.
me, and your
Yeah,
house? Okay.
it goes from
Yes,
a
I do.
collage to a
That's gotta take your
shrine.
Base hit off of me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we all talked over each other there, so I don't know what the okay was for.
All
Was
right.
just Spawning to Leo.
We're very good at podcasting.
Yeah.
All right.
This has been fun. I don't know that it's been our cleanest one, and I feel bad because I know you're like a production professional, so I'm sorry that you have to do it with such amateurs.
Dude, I ain't got shit to do with content, all right? Like, the screen was moderately the same the whole time. That's all I care about.
Nice.
There's no
Okay.
corruption in the recording. We're good.
Nice.
Not this
Everyone's mics
episode, no.
worked.
That's a
Yeah,
good bar.
This episode, you're lucky.
Hey.
Has the recording been happening, Damien?
It
Just out of
has.
curiosity?
It has been.
Okay. That's a win.
That's a W in my book.
You know what?
Did we
That's
do
something
it?
I forget every now and then, too. It's okay.
Happened one time.
Guys, what does this big red button do? That says record.
Stop. recording.
Should I
It says
should I hit it?
record.
It's really funny. On my desk, there is a giant big red button with like one of those like protective like flip switches. Like you have to flip a thing and then flip the thing under it. And it says take next, and what it does is it pushes the
Sends a nuclear warhead out.
it pushes the thing into commercial break, no matter where you are, no matter what's going on, and people fucking touch it. I don't know why it's there. I
It's
don't
so
know why we
tempting.
have it.
Because it's a big red button that's protected by a switch.
It costs us literally thousands of dollars whenever it's done improperly.
How many times has
I
that
assume
happened?
it's because you're producing a live show, right?
Yeah, like it manages like our feed of like ads, and like when we bring the feed in from like our national affiliate, like their big morning shows that people watch instead of the morning news, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I feel like, but sometimes you could be doing something live, and I don't know, someone could have a breakdown and start undressing or something, and you're just like, we
Flip the
gotta get this
nuke
off
switch.
the air. That's what that's for, right?
Thanks for letting me have the joke.
God damn it!
You're still in the air, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't. I feel like I've had better reads off of you as a pitcher than I have as a conversationalist, and I apologize. That's on me.
I am
did not
autistic.
scout. Are you fucking with me now? Because I have no way. Of knowing.
Now he
Genuinely no way of knowing at this point.
I am autistic. I have a flat affect. That is a known thing. You're good.
This has been like one of my favorite podcasts because I feel like Choc's just been getting like fucked with the entire time.
The folks
and
that are
it's
really into cringe
so
are gonna love this.
funny. Yeah, it's so funny to me. Like all the
Do I
pauses
have
are
like a
just me
character arc as
muted.
Michael Scott, and I didn't know it because I'm not a fan of that.
I've muted my mic to laugh, like cackle so many times.
Okay.
We're supposed to mute for that, David?
Well, sometimes
prefer
like
not to.
the awkward pause is like more funny to leave than just my cackle. But
Bodied?
You okay over here with your
Nope.
shooter?
I am
He's
struggling.
shook.
I'm struggling with social cues apparently, and I'm struggling with the golf.
Is the autistic dude gonna have to teach you how to be social?
Oh no.
Oop.
Oh no.
Apparently
someone
have
just
a
get
terrible time
diagnosed?
understanding both people are autistic and when people aren't, because I just don't know
Can I oop?
how
Can
the
I
fuck to
oop?
interact at all right now. So super excited about life. There you go, hole in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to this one and I'm gonna be like, this whole thing makes me look like a complete douchebag. I'm super excited, guys.
Hey, it's just one episode.
It is just one episode.
Another W.
Yeah.
We
Well,
can
Matt,
try again later.
Have you had
Yeah.
fun, Matt?
Take two. Take two.
Yeah, I've had a great time.
Got it. So you
We'll
don't.
just re-record it again.
Probably at
Yes.
your expense, mostly, but
I'm just. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm happy to be the butt of the jokes, or the occasion for the jokes. I don't even know at this point. 'Cause
The
I didn't
peel
get
of the
any
banana.
facilitator of jokes.
A part of.
Comedy facilitator.
I've
Somebody
definitely
make an
been a part of
equivalent.
something.
The funny facilitator. The funny facilitator.
Regional assistant to the comedy facilitator.
Oh my god.
Of
I
Angels
feel
of
like, I feel
Anaheim.
like Matt is going to be back multiple times by popular request of everybody else in this podcast.
Not yours though, right?
No, I mean I'm
don't get the
happy
social
to
cues.
be. I'm happy to be the person who is being this person for everybody else. I'm here for it. I'm flustered as fuck. I can't believe I'm this flustered. I haven't even been drinking.
Literally, my cheeks are worn out from smiling and laughing so much. This has been great.
Well, as long as you bring in all those 19 viewers, I don't really care. That's what we're here for.
We got 19 extra viewers for this episode.
19 extra
It's gonna be
viewers.
great.
My mom's gonna
fucking
be so
go.
proud.
I didn't want to bring it up at the time, but I had to break it to you. We'll all watch it on one TV, so it only counts as one.
No.
So.
Oh!
Close it on that. We get 50
Shit!
viewers average. We're gonna add 19. It was gonna be 69.
Come on now!
Okay.
That's so fucked
on,
up.
right?
Now I'm
Matt?
convinced.
Yeah.
Matt, do you guys all live in like all 19 live in the same damn house? There's no way.
No, we
Do
have.
you film a reality show about that if you do?
They're in just like a
That's
fucking
been
mansion.
pitched.
Hey, 19 incomes.
that's
You could
the
probably
house.
you could probably get a cool 2-bedroom.
That is closer to reality than.
2 bedroom, 2.5 bath.
Yeah, I've just recently started dipping my toe into reality television. I'm watching The Golden Bachelor.
Oh,
I
you
would
are?
totally watch.
Why?
Bro, no spoilers.
Why am I
Hold
watching
up.
The Golden
I'm
Bachelor?
behind.
Oh no.
I'm behind.
No,
No
There's
spoilers.
one episode. How are you behind?
Yeah, I know. I haven't watched the one episode yet. Shh.
Okay.
I'll just dox myself further and say I work for an ABC affiliate, and I've been watching ads and like ads in progress for that thing, and like for so long, and I just don't get it.
Oh,
I don't either. That's why I watch
I'm
it.
genuinely watching. I'm genuinely watching it because I want to see how they treat the aging thing, and the answer is terribly, so terribly. They're not. They're trying to. There's this like faux sincerity about it, and it's.
Oh,
I don't know.
ew.
Yeah, I don't know. I have watched one episode, so I can't really say that I've enjoyed it or not.
Damn it.
Fair.
I've just been like casually waiting on the news that like dude had a heart attack when they had sex or something. Like
That's fucking hilarious.
It's gonna happen.
That's so fucked up.
there a
That's
wind
so
hack?
I'm
funny.
going all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
It was so close. And it's ice rink. I hate it here.
I for
But if
ice
it's icy,
rink.
you can see where the track is at least.
It's an ice rink party.
It's an ice rink party.
How
Yeah,
long
that
have
would-
we been recording, Damon?
Hour and a half, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So say
The
your
episode
goodbye.
that started with "Hey guys, I've been doing a lot, and I really can't be on that long" has gone the longest.
This is the longest recording,
Yeah.
and yet
Rah!
it's been banger after banger. It's all
Yeah.
quality stuff.
I'm super happy that our longest best episode is going to be the one where I am an ass every 35 seconds.
Of
So
course.
that's great.
Of
This is
course.
great.
I mean,
A real coming of age for the oldest.
nobody is thinking that. It's just you just feel that way because that's the joke.
yeah,
so that's the
it's
best part
all in your
about
head,
it.
dude.
Yeah, so that's the best part about it because
Yeah.
it's not even
It
true,
is all
so
in
it's
your head,
even
however, I
funnier.
am playing on that it being in your head because I'm
Yeah.
poking fun at it.
Yeah. All right, now
Also,
that we've
shout out,
psychoanalyzed
Sid, you're the
Choc,
oldest person here. I'm the youngest person here. It's great. Shout out me.
And Choc, I don't think you're the oldest.
No, I'm not. You're older than me.
That's right.
yeah.
Yep.
So fucking
How old are
listen to
you?
him.
All right, top 5 age round roll call. Top 5 age roll call. Go.
Okay, well,
I guess. Well,
We're
Griffey's the
going
oldest. Well, not the
youngest,
16,
youngest
but
to oldest, or?
Youngest. If we're doing youngest to oldest, I go first. 22.
then it's me. Oh,
Okay,
we're
and-
Great
supposed
concept. Thankful.
And then
24.
it's me.
I'm a little youngin.
I'm 40.
You're 24. I thought you were 26.
No way.
43.
Not that old. Sorry.
I'm
Shit.
29, so like I'm
There we
on the
go.
bottom scale, I guess. It's so weird. I'm used to being like one of the ancient dudes in the server because
You're,
there,
like,
like, there was a
midpoint.
period of time where we were all like high schoolers and 14-year-olds, but
Yep. Like, yeah.
The new generation is coming in. And
now
like
telling
a-
you, watch your
those
back.
same
who founded
14-year-olds
the
are about to
league.
graduate college. Like it's wild.
Cut.
Yeah.
Come back from the cut in 3, 2, 1.
Cut that.
And
Cut that.
that's how
Cut
old
that.
we all are.
Yeah.
And that's been our podcast.
Yeah. All right. So I feel worse
Could've
about
placed the call
myself.
to Benny.
There was
hush
nothing,
up.
no gaps in there whatsoever, and it has been an absolute joy to talk to Matt Himynamis. Did I say it right?
No.
Himynamis.
Sure.
Good try.
Sure.
Himynamis.
Sure.
Himalayas.
Himalayas.
Uh-huh.
Himalayas.
It's an equivalent term.
It's the equivalent.
Matt Hummus.
All right, drop a comment
Himalayas.
if you think equivalent's a real word or not. Thanks.
I have proof.
Get in the comments. Get
Yeah,
in the comments.
your proof is not super great.
I'm gonna use that in
Leave
my
an
master's.
emoji that describes your feelings towards the word equivalent.
Thumbs down.
Wrong answers only.
Make it a cat.
Okay. Well, Matt, thank you very much for joining.
2 fingers
I
pointing
hope you had
towards
some
one another.
fun. We really appreciate
Genuinely,
your time.
thank you for having me. I hope to be on again.
Excellent. I'm sure you're going to be
Thank
back.
you for being here.
You might just be a part of the regular rotation at this point.
We're off the air, right?